Hey everybody, Grant Headley here at Bridgetown, putting together some body weight exercise and a few simple single arm, single side exercises to help with our stability in cycling and running, and especially for my triathlete Chad. And we're setting our training plan for the whole year to get him ready for a sprint triathlon, mid-distance, and of course the big one in Kona. So if you follow along with us, try to get to this once or twice a week to work on that one-sided stability. So starting out, we're gonna get into a downward facing dog, which is gonna be beneficial for your ankle mobility, the shoulders, the hips, pretty much everything. And what you want to work on is getting your palms flat and reaching back through your heels and the neck long. So that's almost our resting position. Okay, and from there, we're going to come down to short plank. And you notice how I had to wiggle my hips a little bit to get down there. So as you make that transition from push-up position to plank, try to keep your body fairly still, straight down the middle. Okay? So here's our second position, and then we're going to roll into a side plank and hold here. Try to hold it for 5 breath cycles each side. If you need more, you can lift the top leg and decide where you're going to look, either up towards the hand or down towards the ground. That's going to help with your neck mobility, so you can look over your shoulder in traffic. Okay? Then come back to the center, take a break if you need to take a break. If not, let's roll right into the other side. Again, find the right version for you. Make sure you keep your hips stacked and make sure you're breathing. Okay, come back to the center and then walk your way back to down dog. Go ahead.
Shoot.
All right, so then after that, we're going to come on down, set the knees down. We're going to go through 3 variations of things we can do in hands and knees, which will really help your stability on the bike. So first of all, find a little line on your mat right in front of you. Don't let that move. If we move the leg, notice if your body shifts all the way over to one side. We want to try to keep the body really still as we move, just like on the bike. When you're pedaling underneath you or when you're running, you need to make sure that your core is well supported and that you're allowing the muscle tone to change in your body, so that just because you're moving the limbs, here's version 2, does not mean that you get to wiggle all over the place. Okay? So let's go through that again. Start with one leg at a time. If that's enough of a challenge for you to get that leg straight without rocking your hips open to the side, then just stay there and work on that until that gets solid. Then we go one arm at a time. Again, making sure that you're not moving your body around. It's like your core has to turn on before you start to move. So you're working on that coordination between the limbs and the core, and make sure that you're breathing as you do this too. So as you reach, you're inhaling. As you bring it down, you're exhaling. So go through each iteration 5 times each side. And then one more to work on the movements in the abduction and rotation. So that's, let's say version 1 is going to be bringing the knee out to the side 5 times each side. And again, notice if your whole body is moving, that can be a lot better, because that's, when you come up behind somebody and their hips are kind of wagging all over the place on the bike, that's because they're not engaging their center to keep them stable. So then, next version, we bring the hand into it. And then, hardest one for me is getting that leg straight and lifting and curling in. And then switching sides, and again, inhale on the way out, exhale on the way back in. Again, 5 times each side. Inhale, exhale. Okay, good, pause it. A few pieces that will really improve your tolerance to training on the bike or your running is making sure that you get a little bit of strength training every week, just to make sure that as you gain endurance, you also improve your body's stability. And also, especially the further we get into the season, the more the body atrophies almost from all of the work in one position, whether it's on the bike or running. But that won't happen if you just work in a little bit of strength training that's done in a way that doesn't zap your energy. But if you get in a little bit of this movement, all you need is a kettlebell. You'll keep your strength without burning yourself out and still having most of your energy for your primary sport. So number 1 is a goblet squat. And this is, we're going to do a wide position. So toes are reaching out. Make sure you spread your toes so you really are able to activate more muscles in your hip and pelvis that way. Draw your elbows in. Grow tall through your spine. And then lower into that bottom position. Exhale back up. So from a side view, you want to make sure that you're keeping a straight line between the top of your head and your tailbone. What you want to avoid is overarching the back. That's going to hurt. Or kind of rounding in. That's a no-no. Okay? Keep your body straight up and down. What I'd recommend is, 4 sets of 6 reps. Doesn't need to be, don't do a high rep workout because you're already doing plenty of endurance. So, goblet squats. Then, golfer's tip position, where we are gonna basically bend down, pick up that hole-in-one that you just made, come on back up to standing, okay? So what that looks like from the side, inhale on the way down, exhale on the way back up. So you're strengthening the leg that you're standing on and lengthening the hip that you're reaching back. Make sure you keep a straight line between the top of your head and your heel. And again, what's difficult for me is keeping that top hip from going too high. So maybe 6 times each side. Again, why not 4 sets? Keep it simple. So again, with strength training, you don't need to do a lot of it, but just a minimum effective dose is going to help your body tolerate the training. Okay, so it's a lot of good balance work. Okay. Next, we got to do a narrow squat. So like a skier squat, but we've only got 1 weight. So what are we going to do about that? This is going to help you stabilize on the sides. So you have to get stable, just like we did in that side plank. You have to lower and keep your body from doing what it wants to do, like this, okay? So none of this. Use your center and lower down. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way back up. And again, 6 times, 4 sets. Okay, what that looks like from the side. So again, what does the weight want to do to the body? Pull you down. So you have to use your side core to keep your body still. Just like everything else on the bike, training like this is going to keep your body solid on your saddle. Okay? So next, let's do a little bit for the upper body now. We'll take that, but if you have 1 dumbbell, that'll work, or 1 kettlebell. So again, we're going to press this up to the ceiling. As you do that, try to avoid side bending. Now, this might be rough on your shoulder, and you might need to modify or do a different exercise. So use that side waist, press straight up, okay? All right, 6 times each side. Push. Try to get really tall at the top without letting your body side bend. Okay? One more upper body. Single arm row. So, flat spine, fold. Put your right hand down and your right knee down on the bench. And then, grab that weight, pull it up into your body. And it's not just the arm, it's everything on the left side of your body here. Even the leg, you really want to press down so you get to use that hamstring. Okay? Last one. Bulgarian split squats. So, find your bench. You take the length of 3 feet, 3 of your feet away from that bench. And then you place the top of your foot on the back of the bench. And you grab your weight and you press straight up using the strength in your front leg. Okay? And what you want to avoid here is rounding forward or letting your hips drop out to the side. You have to keep those hips, everything in this tight box right here. Inhale down, use your diaphragm. Exhale up. So again, let's look at that setup again. 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 feet. And then top of your foot on the bench. Drop down. Keep your shoulders on top of your hips. And if you look down, you should see your knee right on top of your ankle. Press straight up. Inhale, exhale. How about 6 reps? 4 sets. Okay, give that a try. See how it affects your efficiency and your comfort on the bike. And after a couple weeks of this, you should notice that your power levels and your threshold pace are increasing. I'm out of breath. Enjoy. I'll see you later.